Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting of the Covington Board of Education to order. Ms. Egan, will you call the roll, please?
Ms. Egan?
Here.
Mr. Gastrite?
Here.
Mr. Simpson?
Here.
Ms. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Haggard?
Present. Will you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you to everyone who's joining us here in the room and joining at home or wherever you are watching us. If everyone here in the room would take a moment to silence their cell phones or any smart devices that you may have so we're not interrupted this evening, it'd be greatly appreciated. First, we're going to start with public input. We have one person signed up for public input, and that's Elizabeth Booth. If you please come to the microphone here, state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 2 minutes.
My name is Elizabeth Booth, and my address is 2444 Warren Street in Covington, Kentucky, 41014. I've been present at that address for 13 years. Good evening, members of the board. Before I begin, I would like to thank you for your commitment to ensure every student receives an education and every child is advocated for. Your effort, time, and dedication does not go unnoticed. As we come together to build a truly effective special education program for our students, our district has a critical opportunity to provide a service that has proven results for students with autism and other developmental differences. Applied behavioral analysis, ABA therapy, would provide our most vulnerable students with evidence-based support they need to thrive, not only academically and socially in a school environment, but in everyday situations and routines. I stand before you today not just as a concerned community member, but as a parent who has firsthand seen the positive impact and success of ABA therapy for my child. ABA therapy is not just a service, it's a critical tool for learning, communication, and independence. This also could help teachers and staff with behavior management to ensure a positive, safe classroom experience for everyone. My child, a current student at James E. Biggs, was receiving private ABA. Unfortunately, they will not comply to make their outdoor environment safe from hazards like water, woods, and traffic. For my child's safety, the district also will not allow the private therapist to enter the district because of a Privacy Act that I do respect to keep students and schools safe. I personally see no point in taking my child out of school for a year when it's already been introduced to him going on 3 years. His progress is amazing. Adding ABA to our special education program could be highly beneficial for everyone. Instead of moving my child around who struggles with transitions, I believe he and others should be able to receive this therapy service along with his speech and occupational therapy services in a school setting where every child is required to be enrolled by age 6. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Booth. We'll take this back. Mr. Alter will take this back to the superintendent and our director of special ed, and they'll report back. All right, we're going to move into district recognition. We have Mr. Shai Calvo here, President and CEO of Educate NKY, for a check presentation.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. It's a pleasure to see you here tonight. My name is Shai Calvo. I'm the President and CEO of Educate NKY. I'm joined by the Educate NKY Vice Chair, Chuck Session, who you're gonna wait for me to do my thing. He'll be part of the fun part. I'm here tonight because Educate NKY has been very excited to partner with all the school districts of the River City schools this year in a partnership grant. So I'm going to give a little bit of context for this, but ultimately this leads with the big check presentation. So it's happy things, I hope. Last year, my first time I actually stood up at this podium, I was new to Northern Kentucky. I had just taken the role as CEO of Educate NKY. And our board, which was getting started at the time, wanted to do something as a show of goodwill as we got started to how to help and support the schools of the River Cities, because we are an organization focused on elevating outcomes for children and students and families. And our belief in working in partnership, we wanted to come to the table with something meaningful. So last year we made gifts that totaled, I think in Covington, about $81,000 to all the schools for family and youth assistance. And it was a great experience for us. We got to know all the Frisks at all the schools across the 18 schools of the river cities, and I think started forging relationships. This year, we wanted to do something similar, but we wanted to do something more meaningful. So back in May, Educate NKY launched what we called our Family, Youth, and Community Partnership Grant. And it was a grant process available only to River City school districts and River City schools, so all 18 of them. And basically what we asked schools to do, really with the principal, is identify a particular challenge that they wanted to take on, and a process by which they would partner with a community, whether they're families, youth, which is really more oriented towards high schools, or a broader community group to solve that problem. Not to come to them with a solution, but to actually join with them to do the work together, because it's our belief, and I think it's really the evidence suggests that problems that are addressed in partnership with the community vest people and tend to be more effective. And so we were really pleased to have 6 of Covington schools apply for this grant, and tonight we are here to announce that we are awarding each of the schools that applied are receiving grants totaling $61,800. And this is actually a letter which for Mr. Garrison, Mr. Alter. And really, and with the joy of seeing that 6 different schools came up with proposals, came up with ideas, and we want to feed that and support that. And I want to give a particular shout out to Holmes High School, which is, I think came up with a great idea around youth, and it's actually the largest recipient of any of the actual individual grants. It's a $20,000 grant for Holmes High School, as well as Latonia Elementary School, which really, as we evaluated all of our proposals, it was actually the highest scorer on our proposal. We really think it was a real great framework. But all the proposals were well received, and we're glad to support all of them. So our hope is we can get all of you in a picture for and sort of with a big check, and Mr. Session.
Let's do it. Come up here. Mr. Alter, join us for this photo, please.
Where's the best backdrop?
Usually this is our backdrop. We can put the thing up real quick.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm gonna leave this with you. I can just say one thing on the board. I don't need that. I had the good fortune today to spend time at the junior high school talking to 7th and 8th grade students about careers and career conversations and the path to success. Great conversations. My privilege to sit and not only share, but receive information from those young men and women, and they have a bright future in front of them. I think they have maybe 8 or 9 more of those sessions scheduled. So some of my colleagues from United Way, as well as the business community, will be joining me in those conversations. And we appreciate greatly the opportunity to share with those young men and women. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Yes, Mr. Caldwell.
One more item that's beyond that presentation. I understand that the Covington Board of Education is undergoing a leadership transition process this year, where Mr. Garrison will be retiring at the end of the year. I wanted to say, so I have a point on that in a moment, but I did want to say he's not here, and I'm disappointed not to see him, because I've only been working in Northern Kentucky for 2 years, but I wanted to just honor and appreciate Mr. Garrison. For me, as a new guy coming into this region, has been very generous with his time, and I've enjoyed learning from him. And he really engaged me early on in the process, and really was, as I was writing a landscape assessment for Northern Kentucky before I was in this role, I don't think there was a superintendent who spent more time with me and was willing to sort of share. And I really appreciated and valued his contributions, and just, getting to know him and learning from him over the years. So I wanted to say that just to kind of honor his legacy and tenure. But I also know for this Board of Education, hiring a new leader for your next decade and, is one of the most important things that any school board does. And Educate NKY wants to be supportive in that effort. And so I just wanted to let you know that we will be making no strings, no attachments, no conditions, a contribution to the Board of Education for your search process of $25,000. And we really are excited by the fact that you're doing a national search and you're really leaning in to get meaningful community engagement. So you can not just hire the right person, but also do it with a common vision and aligned with community needs and desires. And we're really excited for the future of Covington. So we're really proud and pleased to be able to support you in your efforts.
Thank you.
Very grateful for that.
Thank you for your time this evening.
Thank you. All right. Well, I mean, that's a great way to start a meeting. I mean, that's, we got some money for our kids and we got some money for our search. That's very exciting. All right. We're going to move on. In our agenda, we have one informational item, and Mr. Kippenbrock had provided you some capacity and building data that the board had requested. And so that is in your packets. If you have any questions for Mr. Kippenbrock, he is here. Does anyone have any questions? I don't believe so. Thank you, Mr.
Do we
Kippenbrock.
need to bring this right?
Okay,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're good. All right, next we have the report of the treasurer. Director Birchie is here.
The first packet of information is my monthly, the balance sheet, the financial report, warrants, and some spreadsheets showing our cash balances and things. So, and the narrative that helps the people just kind of get a snapshot. So I will answer any questions.
Anyone have any questions for Director Birchie about the monthly finance? Is there a motion to approve the financials and the warrants?
I move to approve the financials and the warrants.
I'll second.
Becky, you call the roll, please.
Ms. Edelin,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Gastrite,
Yes.
Mr. Simpson.
Yes.
Mr. Haggard.
Yes.
My next topic is the working budget. So I talked in length on that last time as information, so I won't go over all that data again with you. I will just point to you on the Word document. I did highlight a few things that since the last time we met, I got some more salaries in from staff that was just recently hired, so that does change the budget a little bit. It was minor, so I highlighted those few changes that I changed from the budget that you saw last time to this time. So I just want to make sure I pointed that out to you.
Any questions for Director Birchie about the budget? If not, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Ms. Egan, will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Simpson.
Yes.
Ms. Edelin,
Yes.
Mr. Gastrite,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Haggard.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Birchie.
Thank you.
Next is the consent agenda. Would anyone like anything pulled off the consent agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
I move to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Ms. Egan, will you call the roll, please?
Ms. Edelin,
Yes.
Mr. Simpson,
Yes.
Mr. Gastrite,
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Haggard.
Yes. We have one individual approval item tonight, and that's the BG 24-273. This just formalizes our contract for the softball field renovations. I had Mr. Neff was able to answer my questions about it. I won't speak for him, but I believe it comes with the blessing of Mr. Gastrite, our facilities guru. Is that correct, Mr. Gastrite?
Correct.
Great.
I move to approve BG 24-273.
I'll second.
Ms. Egan, we call roll, please.
Ms. Edelin.
Yes.
Ms. Williams,
Yes.
Mr. Gastrite, Mr. Simpson.
Yes.
Mr. Haggard.
Yes. We do have an addendum agenda tonight. I know Mr. Kippenbrock had sent some information out about this early on, but it is the selection of our company for our comprehensive compensation and classification study. Mr. Kippenbrock, would you like to come up? And could you just give us just a quick review of the process to date?
Certainly. The committee was formed with an administrator from the secondary level, an administrator from the elementary level, representative from Covington Education Association, Director Birchie from Finance, and someone on her team and payroll to assist us with the selection process. We were blessed to receive a total of 9 responses. They were all of good quality and from all over the country. Ultimately, we narrowed it to 3. Mr. Haggard, who also served on the committee, was able to get with us and review all those and the process. And ultimately, the committee as a whole, with his help, selected Evergreen LLC as our recommendation to the board. And I was able to capture some of the why to that in the information that was sent out to you. So with that, I would answer any questions.
I will say, I think it was kudos to Mr. Kippenbrock for his work on getting the RFP out there. I mean, this board has been dogged in our wanting to make sure we were getting more responses to RFPs. I think this is pretty incredible, and they were responses from all over the country, including a local firm or 2. And so I appreciate the work that the committee did to narrow that down to 3. I reviewed them with Mr. Kippenbrock and Director Birchie, and I'm in full support of this proposed contract with Evergreen. I will say we're bringing it to you, as Mr. Kippenbrock noted in his email to you, or bring it to you for approval tonight so we can get started. Contract would begin October 1st. They will probably consolidate their process from a typical 6 months into a 5-month process so that we can get a new and revised salary schedule and updated classifications ahead of the budget committee starting to convene and work on next year's budget. But it's pretty exciting. Ms. Evelyn.
I appreciate the intentionality with the committee and the process and the updates along the way. And with that, I move to approve.
Are there other questions?
I just want
and
to
comments?
say thank you for this process. The process works, and you're showing that the process works. So I know it takes a little bit of extra time, and extra work, but hopefully that pays out in the selection process and the work. So thank you for putting it together.
Mr. Gastright, any questions from you?
No.
Okay. There's a motion and a second. Ms. Egan, will you call the roll, please?
Ms. Egan.
Yes.
Ms. Williams.
Yes.
Mr. Gastright.
Yes.
Mr. Simpson.
Yes.
Mr. Haggard.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Kippenbrock. Draw your attention to our upcoming events, especially tomorrow. The homecoming parade is at 5 p.m. I believe if you're going to participate, you need to be back there at 4:30. Is that correct, Becky? In the back parking lot of the high school. Always an exciting time. It's going to be great weather because it's the homecoming, and it's our largest homecoming parade in quite a while, according to Becky. So
200-year celebration.
that's great. All right, several other upcoming events there as well. The next time that the Covington Board of Education will meet will be October the 9th. This is uncustomary. We did have someone come in after public comment had been closed, but I'm going to allow this person to address the board. So Ms. Angela Ferguson, if you'd like to come to the microphone, please identify yourself and your address for the record, and we're going to give you 2 minutes to address the board.
My name is Angela Ferguson. My address is 3810 Glen Avenue in Covington, Kentucky. And my son is a 4th grader at Latonia Elementary. So just a brief synopsis to tell you about the situation, and then I just have a question. On July 17th of this year, I received a notification on Class Dojo that was sent out to all Latonia Elementary parents, stating that we were to log into Infinite Campus and update our account. I received the exact same notification on July 31st. I attempted to do that and I got a message saying that my account was disabled. I followed the instructions that was sent out on the notification and emailed the portal.support email and received no communication back. I reached out to Latonia Elementary. They said, I apologize for sweating. I had to walk all the way back to my car. They said this was the one issue they could not help me with, that I could come to the Meet the Teacher Night on August 19th, and that the district person responsible for helping me with that would be present. I went to Meet the Teacher Night on August 19th with my son. I was informed that person was not present. I gave it some time because school was starting. I never received any communication. On September 9th, I called to the Board of Education and asked to speak to the DPP. I was connected to a woman by the name of Sunny, explained my situation. She said she would look into it. That was the end of that. I never received any communication. My account remained stable. I sent another email to portal.support on September 15th. Again, no communication. My account remained busy. On September 23rd, I called the Board of Education a second time, left a voicemail, received no communication. My son has now been in school for a month. I have made 5 different attempts to contact the district about this and have received nothing in return. I'm told that I'm one of about 15 parents at Latonia Elementary with this problem. And while I don't have personal knowledge of the situation, I can assume that we are not unique in this problem. So my question to the board is, do you find this acceptable? Because I do not.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention. It's not customary for the board to answer questions, but what I would like for you to do is just stay behind and touch base with Mr. Kippenbrock back there in the back. He'll make sure that this problem is solved and he'll report back to the board that it was resolved satisfactorily.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Any comments, discussion? One thing I just wanted to brag on our colleague, Ms. Edlin, for a moment. She served on a panel this morning at the Northern Kentucky Philanthropy Symposium around education and innovation. It was herself, State Senator Steve West, who's the chairman of the Senate Education Committee, and Ms. Ramona Malone, the chair of the Newport Board of Education. And when I tell you we have a lot to be proud of in our colleague, Ms. Edlin, we really do. She showed what this board is all about, what this district is all about, where we're going. I may have, started to throw my hands up in the back of the room, getting very excited about what she was talking about. So she represented us extremely well. Thank you, Ms. Edlin. All right, if there's nothing else, I will ask for a consensus to adjourn. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.